Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to do a comparison between the GoPro Hero 8 valued at $400 versus the Sport Action camera from China valued at $32. We'll do an unboxing of this camera and do the comparison, so stay tuned. Hi YouTube friends, and welcome to RK Treasure Center. My name is Roy. So many of you have GoPro cameras, or maybe you've been thinking about getting a GoPro camera, but you don't want to spend the money because new ones are about $400, unless you can get a rebate or a discount. Well, GoPro cameras are very good. Many of us already have them, so I'm assuming that the audience I'm talking to really has a GoPro camera. The GoPro cameras have been around for a while, and they work really good. In fact, the one I'm using right now is a GoPro Hero 4. It's perfect for stationary. It's got good video. You can see me real well. It's got real good audio. But one thing we know about the older GoPros is they don't have really good stabilization. You either need to have a good format for your computer or some program that does stabilization, or you got to hold it real still. But for action, it shows a lot of movement and a lot of bounciness. So the GoPro Hero 7 and the GoPro Hero 8 came out, and they have stabilization features, which makes them really good. Alright, disclaimer right away. Let me tell you, I'm not making any money off this comparison. I don't get any affiliate link fees, or I don't get any comparison fees. This is just a product that I purchased to see how well it's going to do in comparison to the GoPro Hero 8. I just wanted to know, it's a $32 camera just as good as a $400 camera. So let's check it out. So the GoPro Hero 8 comes with a hefty price tag of about $400, unless you can get it on discount or you get on sale, which is you can get it less. So this GoPro Hero 8 I got it at a discount, and I got it with a bundle. The bundle came with this extension tripod. If you can see it, it's great for vlogging. It opens up. You can set it down on a desk or a table. You can close it up, extend out the handle, and in that way you can move it around. And it's really good for stabilization. I can walk around with it and the stabilization stays just about perfect. And that's what you're looking for in a good camera. Now this Sports Action camera I got from China cost about $32. It's supposed to be 4K, coming with a disc. It's supposed to be good for everything. It doesn't really talk about stabilization. It's 1080p, and it does have a remote control. So we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to get it all set up, charge it up, and then we're going to see how well it does in comparison to the GoPro Hero 8. Alright, as I said before, the GoPro Hero 8 came in a bundle when I purchased it. So it came with this tripod stand that you can open up and set it down, and it's perfect for vlogging. It'll also extend, and so that way it's good for motion and moving around. So I'm just going to leave the handle attached while I do this unboxing of this Sport Action 4K camera, and that way if I need to use the GoPro 8 I can use it and move around, and I can not worry about stability. Many of you have older GoPros. You have something like this, which is the GoPro 3. I have this mounted on a little stand, tabletop stand. It's really good, except for it's not waterproof. You'd have to get a cover like this to make it waterproof, and once you put it over it and encased it, then it would be waterproof, and it could be submersible for underwater for about 33 feet. The GoPro Hero 8 is already encased, and it's already waterproof, and that's one good thing about the new GoPro Hero 8. Now this Sport Action camera that we got for $32 from China online, it says it comes with a remote control, and as you can see, it has a cover around it to make it waterproof. It says you can take it diving, outdoors, marine sports, skiing, skydiving, or many other functions. It's a 2-inch LCD screen like the GoPro Hero, and it's supposed to be 4K 1080p and come in JPEG format, everything that the GoPro has. So we're going to see. Now I don't know if it has stabilization, but if you're going to take it out and do any of these sports, that's movement, so we'll have to see if it has stabilization. So let's unpack the 4K 1080p action camera from China. Alright, so now I've got it unboxed. I've got everything taken out of its packaging, and I must say, for $32 you get quite a bit. Not only do you get the camera, but you get all these accessories with it. You got the camera cable, you've got a bicycle mount, you've got extra mounts that you can make it so it can be movable. You've got clips, sticky pads, a lens cleaning cloth. You've got the remote control, and it comes with different straps so you can hook a remote control just like you can if you were hooking up a watch. So that's how the remote control would work. You've got a tripod or handle stand. You got other mounting clips, and they also come, one thing I like is they come with a little sticky background, so you're able to stick to something, or you can use these for mounting, and you can use these straight to the mounts. It also comes with an extra lens cover. Comes with some zip ties. I'm not quite sure what they're for, and they come with a little lanyard over here, so that way you can, I assume you can lock it, and that way if it comes loose it won't fall off from whatever you got it hooked to. And of course it also comes with the manual. So we're going to take this camera, I'm going to get it charged up, and then we're going to do a comparison to see how well it does. Alright, before I charge up this camera and start working on it and see all about it, the outside cover, I can see it has 4 buttons. So we're going to take the camera off to see what the buttons are for. I assume it's a power on and off button, a record button, and maybe a toggle out up and down button. But it's encased in this waterproof container. It has a little switch right here, and at first I couldn't figure out how to open it, but I saw that the little switch, you move the switch over and this pops up and it unlocks the back of it. So then we take open the back and we take the camera out. Now let's set this down over here. Alright, so this is the camera. I can tell you right now, just by the weight and the feel of it to a GoPro, it's lighter. It's definitely lighter, but it's pretty well marked. This is the power button. This is the record button, and yes, these are toggle switches. It says up and down, so that's probably for your menu or getting to different things from taking pictures, recordings, or settings. And then it has a place for plug in to record. Maybe 2 different types of plugins to record. I'll have to look and check it out why it's 2 different types. One for charging and one for playback. I don't know. And then it has a little slot for an SD. It does not come with an SD card, so I have to use one of the GoPro SD cards to put in there. But I can tell it doesn't have a cover to cover up that SD, so that's why this would have to be encased in that plastic thing to keep it waterproof all the time. Down here on the bottom, and the bottom of it I can't seem to open up, so I'm going to see if I can get that open and see what's in the bottom of it. So right now is a good time to say that if you're not a subscriber, reach over and click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll know when other videos like this come out. Alright, so the bottom of it's just what I suspected it was. It's the battery cover, and you can see the battery cover comes off, and I'm going to tell you, it took me a minute to get that off carefully because I was afraid it was going to break. And all it does is push in and snap down, and then you got to take a coin or a small coin or a fingernail or something and push on the top of this and then pop it off. And like I said, once you pop it off, you could lose this little piece. Set it down so don't lose it. And then it comes with a battery, and the battery kind of looks like the older GoPro style batteries. And the battery compartment just slides right in. It's not really marked to say which way it goes, but you can kind of look and see where the teeth are and where the holes are in the battery, which way it goes. So put this back together, put this bottom piece back on, lock it into place, and we're going to get it charged up and see how this does. Like I said, weight, I can tell it's lighter. The feel of it, it feels like it's thin plastic and it could have problems. But again, we'll charge it up and see how well it does. Okay, right now, as I said, I'm recording on the GoPro Hero 4. This is a GoPro Hero 3, and this is the sports action camera that we got for $32. And you can see they're basically about the same. They kind of look the same. The only thing difference is the back has the lens, which is more like the GoPro Hero 4. This has just a battery cover, but it's basically the same, and the connection part is not covered up. I would actually say this is just like what I'm looking through and what you're watching through right now. I would say the outside of this looks just like the GoPro Hero 4. Slight variances, but pretty much about the same. Of course, the weight, like I said, is only about half of the GoPro Hero 4. Definitely half of the GoPro Hero 3. Okay, so I took the sports camera and I plugged it in and charged it up a little bit. The other plug is for a connection that would go, it's like a camera port connection. Through the charging connection you can hook it up to the computer. I wanted to have a little clip for you to be able to see so you could compare between this and the other GoPros, and I'm going to tell you right now there's no comparison. First of all, when I took out the SD card and I put it into the other GoPro, it lost all its information. Second of all, prior to doing that, I did look at the recording, and this had the recording of a super poor baby monitor. A super poor baby monitor.
A super poor baby monitor.
So I tell you right now, I don't even have to go any further with the review. The only best thing out of this camera is all the products that came with it, all the accessories that came with it are really good accessories, and they'll fit the GoPro. In fact, the waterproof camera part that'll go over will fit the old GoPros, and the button features will work just fine in it. But as for the camera itself, for $32, save your money and buy a GoPro, or buy a used GoPro that you feel that is dependable from another source of someone you know, or maybe buy it off of eBay or some other online platform. But do not buy the sports camera from China for $32. It is not worth it. Do not. Unless you just want all the accessories, then spend the $32. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you do like videos like this, then give me a thumbs up and leave comments, because they really help the channel. It also helps me to know what to talk about in the future, and lets me know how you like this, whether it was a good review or a bad review, whether it was something you would have purchased, or if you're glad you watched the video, that you're glad you didn't purchase it. Well, as always, I hope you all take care, and thank you very much. Have a great day.